Okay, money making friends, if you want to sound like the smartest person in the room when it comes to the markets, but you don't have time to sit around watching CNBC all day, I got you covered. Welcome to your Monday Market Kickoff, where I'll give you market nuggets to sound like the smartest investor in the room. I'll give you a strategy tip that you can start today and a trade of the week to keep you ahead of the game. If you want to sound like you know what's up, here's what you need to know. Let's go. Okay, let's cut to the chase. February was a rough one. The S&P ended down for the month, but the real story was the NASDAQ, which got slammed with its worst month since April of 2024. Now, while the S&P is the index that covers the broader market, keep in mind that the NASDAQ is the index that focuses on tech. And last week alone, it dropped 3.5% thanks to tech stocks getting hit hard. Now, why does this matter? Global tensions on markets are heating up. President Trump met with Ukraine's president in the Oval Office on Friday, and they clashed hard. This really rattled the markets. And then this week, Trump is vowing his new 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico will take effect on Tuesday. And he's adding the additional 10% to the tariffs that he's already dropped on China. So this week is all about watching whether investors see if the new tariffs are already priced in or if more selling is coming. Now, next up, let's talk strategy. While most people talk about rebalancing their investments, especially during times like this, let's be real. If your cash situation isn't dialed in, no investment move matters, and your financial advisor might not even be watching this. A lot of people let their financial advisor make the decisions, but here's the truth. Your advisor only sees part of your financial picture. You have to own the full strategy. So before you start talking about rebalancing your investments, check your cash buckets first. I keep my money in three clear buckets. The first is my cash reserves, which is money that I don't touch. For me, it covers about 6 months of non-negotiable bills. My second bucket is my long-term investments. These are my retirement and wealth building accounts. Third is my trading capital. This is money I actively use for options and short-term strategies. So how much cash do you really need? Well, I would write down your non-negotiable monthly bills. These might be just a few large things like your mortgage or rent, your food, large insurance bills. Step two would be to multiply that times 6 months, or you could take three if you like to take on a little bit more risk. You can also make that 12 if you're more conservative. But the third step would be to check your cash today. If you don't have enough, don't trade big. Build that up first. I keep my cash reserves in a high yield savings account that also acts as a margin backup so that if my trades go south, I don't panic. I never trade so far into margin that I can't cover that with some form of cash that I have on hand. Last but not least, my trade of the week. Google puts for passive income. Markets are choppy, so I'm playing it safe and I'm selling cash secured puts on Google. The stock is down about 15% this month and trading $30 off of its recent high. I like looking at puts around $165 strike price. I'm going to do this with a 30 to 60 day expiration and collect around $4 a contract or $400 in premium. The worst case, I get assigned shares at a price that I'm happy to own this stock on long term. Now, if you're more of a buy and hold investor, NVIDIA dipped pretty significantly too, and is a solid play for dollar cost averaging. Okay, so let's recap. If you want to sound sharp in the office this week, tech got crushed in February. Tariffs are dropping on Tuesday and could shake things up quite a bit more. I'm keeping cash solid, making small, smart plays like selling Google puts for premium. Now, check your cash reserves. If they're not solid, your priority this week isn't trading, it's fixing that. Subscribe and drop a comment below on what your moves are, and I'll see you back here next week.